A grieving mother is raising questions after her son suffered a medical emergency in the Douglas County Jail and died days later.
Tonight, our Mike McKnight speaks with the mother and the sheriff about the case in this exclusive First Alert 6 investigation.
The mother of 33-year-old Edward Gifford says he suffered a mental breakdown, so she called for help, and police came to their home.
They told me he had a warrant, and I told them, well, I didn't call about that. He need to go to the hospital.
But Omaha police say officers followed warrant arrest procedure and booked Edward into Douglas County Corrections, which OPD says has resources to handle mental health situations.
He was walking like he was mentally unstable, of course, but he wasn't, you know what I mean? He wasn't being violent with the police.
Her son went to jail on a warrant out of Lincoln, and the director of Douglas County Corrections says Gifford was in the process of being turned over to Lancaster County deputies when he experienced a medical emergency and was transported by rescue squad to Nebraska Medicine. What are they telling you?
My son did, and they sorry.
Janelle Scott, who took this photo, says her son never regained consciousness and died 11 days later.
I want to know what happened to my son. How did he get out alive? What happened? Because all I know is that they were trying to transport him, and he didn't make it.
The Douglas County Sheriff's Office is conducting an investigation.
I have personally reached out to the family of Edward Gifford and ensured them that this matter is being thoroughly investigated.
How long do you think it will take before you can provide any answers?
It could take weeks, maybe months. We're still awaiting for multiple bits of evidence, some paperwork evidence, other video evidence, but most importantly, the autopsy.
By professional guidelines, the coroner's office says a final cause of death report could take about 30 to 60 more days, including toxicology results from an out-of-state lab. There will be a grand jury.
That's all I know.
Janelle Scott has been told she can bury her son, but how to pay a mortuary is another unanswered question for the grieving mother.
Do you
have money to bury him?
No.
Near 42nd and Work, Mike McKnight, First Alert 6.
The sheriff and coroner's office directed Edward Gifford's mother to Douglas County General Assistance to apply for help in paying for burial expenses. Now, the Department of Corrections extended condolences to the family, but can't comment further, pending the outcome of a grand jury, which is being called for transparency. The county corrections director did tell First Alert 6 the day after Gifford was taken to the hospital, Lancaster County dropped the charges against him. So the reason for the warrant that caused the arrest is no longer public record.